partners. I don't know if this rings a bell in your ears, but today we are going to talk about ghosting partners. What do I mean by that? Guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, thank you so much for clicking, and if you've never seen my face, I am the host of this channel. My name is Atim Pesh. This is home. Make sure you don't leave the channel before subscribing, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always keeping up with the family. To leave the relationship without any explanation. People who leave just like that, they just stop calling, they stop texting, they stop visiting, they just disappear. You know how a ghost comes and goes? That is how they leave the relationship. They just leave without any discussion. So first of all, why would one leave their relationship without talking about it? Why would one person decide to leave a relationship without any fight, without any misunderstanding? You get, sometimes we first sit down and talk in case you want to leave your relationship. That is, in most cases, that is what happens. But there are this type of people who just wake up one morning and decide they no longer want the relationship, they don't leave. To me, I see that as being a coward. If you wake up and you just decide to leave your relationship, you are just cowardizing. You are being a coward, because a real man or a real woman will not decide to leave their relationship without anything, without any discussion about it. So a real man or a real woman will always first talk about the problem, will always first discuss the problem with their partner before leaving the relationship. If you decide to leave your relationship without any explanation to your partner, you are just a coward. You are not fit to be in a relationship, of which this is something that is happening. It's so rampant nowadays. You find a man or a woman or a girl or a guy just wakes up and stops calling the girlfriend or the boyfriend, stops texting, and life is okay with them. So guys, what do you do? What do you do if you are in that position? If someone just wakes up and leaves the relationship, what do you do? I know it is so devastating. I know it causes us a lot of trauma, but it is what it is anyways. Never blame yourself for someone leaving a relationship without any explanation. Sometimes in your relationship, you will have given your best. You would have given your best to that person, but that person was too blind to see it, and they never appreciated it. So never blame yourself if someone leaves a relationship without any discussion. Never blame yourself. Number two, always move on. You know, sometimes such people want you to run after them, such people want you to plead for them, and in most cases, even if you plead, they will it's very rare that they always pardon that plead. They will always walk away. So if you have been ghosted by your partner, respect yourself enough to also walk away. Never go back pleading time and time again, over and again, to that person who has ghosted you, because they will see that as your weakness. They will take that as your they'll see you as as if you're desperate. So if someone has ghosted you, just let your wounds heal, and just walk away. Let them be. They will find their fate somewhere else. They will find, someone else will pay them back. So never let someone see you as a desperate person. Number three, if someone ghosted you, find your understanding of the situation. Sit down and see, why has someone done this? Sometimes it could be you who could have been the problem, which is rare anyways. If it is you who has been the problem, find ways of how to improve. Or else, if it was the person who was the problem, still find an understanding of the situation, and never let the same thing happen. So never let someone's lack of closure put you down. Someone who leaves a relationship without explanation lacks closure, because if you have that closure with your partner, you will always be like, babe, this is what is happening. Me, I see things like this. But someone who just leaves a relationship without talking lacks enough closure. And that type of a person who lacks closure, you cannot settle down with them in a relationship. So someone who lacks closure in a relationship and just starts ghosting you instead. You send them messages, they don't reply. You try reaching them, they don't reach you back. Or you text them, they just blue tick you and move on. Trust me, such a person is, however much you love the person, such a person does not have love. Such a person is just there to use you. They use you, and once the time is done, the time that they wanted you in their life is done, they trash you. That's why they tend to just what? They tend to just ghost you. They just tend to go away. So never let someone lack of closure ruin your life. Secondly, lastly, try as much as possible to love yourself. If someone does not love you, it doesn't mean that other people do not love you. You will find a relationship where they love you, but before then, love yourself. Love yourself enough to prove that person who has ghosted you wrong, that you can live without them, that you can survive without them, that you can find happiness without them. Love yourself. In case someone is to ghost you, be it you a woman, be it you a man, because it is nowadays it's done by both sides. A man is ghosting a woman is ghosting a man. But in case someone is to do that to you, never let it enter into your heart so much. Of course, I know it hurts, but try to always move on from the situation. Don't let the lack of closure put you down. Don't let someone's lack of love let you not find another person to love, or let yourself be loved by someone else. So in case this is to happen to you, let my video, let what I have discussed help you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and in case you have not subscribed, please subscribe and leave for me your video ideas, that anything that you want me to talk about.